Mr. DJ Rose, Verteezy, and C's, welcome you to the No More Black Tears podcast.
Black tears that's heaven sent. Barack the first black president. I love my black skin. I love walking in black excellence. Black power, let's represent. All black, that's evident. I'm sure MLK and Malcolm X both didn't die for the hell of it. Strap a seatbelt, go and settle land. What makes you think that we would sell our land? We wouldn't sell our land. What makes you think that we would go ahead and try to sell out then? No more black tears, black on black kids. Love us as is, love with passion. Paying black bills, learning black skills, making black meals. Black is backing. Big shout out to Fred Hampton. I'm black and proud like I'm James Brown, but I ain't doing no acting. My people here from the motherland. This podcast now active.
Yo, No More Black Tears podcast, No More Black Tears radio. You know what I'm saying? Mr. DJ Rose, man, we back. It's another week, man. Verteezy, man, how you doing?
Man, hey, I'm doing great, man. I'm so excited that them spades playing cards finally came in. Hopefully we get to crack them in, man.
Juice, man, how you feeling?
I'm in this bitch.
Caesar C's, what it do, man? Happy birthday.
What's good, people? Hey, we celebrated last week. I appreciate everybody for coming out who I linked up with. Appreciate the birthday wishes. And guess what? May's my month, so I'm celebrating the rest of the month, man.
Right. So, man, it all happened in the week, man. So what's going on this week, Verteezy?
So Major League Baseball Commissioner Rob Manfred basically took a lot of players off the ineligible list. Most notably Pete Rose, who got the most hits in Major League Baseball, and shoeless Joe Jackson, who was part of that White Sox scandal back in the 1920s for fixing the World Series, and a couple other players. C's, what's your thoughts about Rob Manfred finally removing the ban for some of these players so they can be, and for those who don't know, now that they are removed, these people can finally be in the Baseball Hall of Fame. Unfortunately for Pete Rose,
eligible.
Yeah, they're eligible for it. And unfortunately for Pete Rose and most of these people that got removed, they already passed away. But if they were still alive, they would be allowed to do Major League Baseball activities like coach and go to other functions like that.
Yeah, it's not very unfortunate that they finally get this dude. Okay, for Pete Rose, it's 30-something years later. Died. He just died a few years ago. And then Sleepless Joe, he died in 1955. So I'm like, probably his great-grandkids are the ones that actually see him, him able to even have a chance to go to the Hall of Fame. And it's weird because basketball and football have an actual, it's football as a whole versus, exclude college, but it's football as a whole. And it's basketball is the Basketball Hall of Fame, the Naismith Basketball versus MLB is it's strictly for MLB baseball players. And it's sad that you had to wait 30-something years and, 50, 40-something years for Sleepless Joe. So, when they said, when Pete Rose ban first came down, what was the commissioner's name?
Bud Selig.
Yeah.
So he, had it out for him, and then it just followed every commissioner afterwards. And so many people had something so strong to say and a stickler against Pete Rose, and it's fuck what he did. Because it's if you want to do it, he did that shit after he wasn't a player anymore. So it's going to get to a point where you got to start looking at people's stats, the actual stats, what this person achieved while they were actively playing the fucking game. And that's what counts, not the shit you did afterwards. You want to say, oh, your coach shit will never get in there? Cool. But he literally has one of the highest records for batting, one of the best players of all fucking time, and he was a great coach. So it's crazy. And they didn't even release. I haven't seen the full list. It's 15 players. I didn't know it was that many people.
A lot of them are from the White Sox scandal.
So that, and then Sleepless Joe, it's hey, I'm just now finding out about the real story. I had to look it up and the real story. So it's it's crazy.
They actually got a movie about it.
So are rules meant to be broken just like stats?
I would say so.
They are definitely meant to be bent.
So did Pete Rose bend the rules, or did he break them because he knew them?
he broke him, but it's just like, fuck, what you gonna do about it? And he got banned, so
Yeah, so I feel like he knew what he was doing. He knew what the consequences was. So I really don't feel bad for him being banned, but I still feel like we all know he's a Hall of Famer. So I know Hall of Fame generates a lot of wealth and things like that, but he's gone now. So, but for his family and his aunts, well, not his ancestors, but you know what I'm saying, his family and his relatives, that could have generated, and that probably still can generate some wealth if, even though he already got it, but some more wealth for being in the Hall of Fame, because that's being in the Hall of Fame is like, it's like you're untouchable.
Yeah,
it's like kind of like
you're a made man.
You're a made man, yeah.
Yeah, man. For me, hey, I feel like they were so hard on Pete Rose because of what Joe Jackson did with the White Sox. Because you got the fear of, and we talked about it just now. We're gonna touch on the draft lottery. We think sports is pure. We think it's real. It's the realest form of entertainment on TV. We don't want to believe that what we're watching is rigged. And once the participants of that, whether coaches or players, are fixing games, that makes it hard for us. So I feel like they was part of Pete Rose because of that scandal. He said that he only bet on himself. I feel like he should have still been eligible for the Hall of Fame. He just should not have been allowed to, do other stuff in Major League Baseball. But to me, fuck both them white boys. Man, come out and say all them niggas from the steroid era is eligible for the Hall of Fame. Because I just want to say this real quickly. I be on TikTok. My brother TTK be sending me videos. I think I might have sent a couple to you, Rose. Yo, some of these stats is ridiculous that Barry Bonds has. Like, if you take away, they said if you take away his 7 MVP seasons, he still got more home runs, more stolen bases, and more hits than a lot of other people that's in the Hall of Fame. Like, what he did was phenomenal. Like, even if you're not a baseball fan, you know who Barry Bonds is. Like, they walked Barry Bonds one time when the bases were loaded. Like, to me, when I think Hall of Fame, you was talking about stats. Fuck stats. When I close my eyes and I think to myself, who's the best, baddest man and for their sport at the moment? When Barry Bonds was alive through my childhood, it was always Barry Bonds, man. It was always Barry Bonds. He was always one of the baddest people that was alive. He was a cheat code to me.
Yeah, with Barry Bonds, if he would have won the World Series, I think they probably wouldn't have did him like he did it. Like they did him. But since he doesn't have it, because not most of them, but Roger Clemens has a World Series, but
I don't think he's in the Hall of Fame.
He's not. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. But there's not a lot of them that won World Series that the steroid eras are not in it. You know what I'm saying? Most of them didn't win World Series, other than Clemens, but he was on the Yankees when he won it.
This does open up the window for that. So it's like, we always talk about, you got to have steps. It's like, I feel like with this one, the next step is going to be like, all right, steroid era. It might be another 10 years.
Nah, them old people, them old sports writers that still vote on Hall of Fame, they're going to have to die first.
Yeah.
It's going to have to be a new crop, a young crop who sees the stats.
Because they're eligible for the Hall of Fame. They can get in.
It's just, are they going to let them?
No, it's the voters. The voters aren't voting for them.
You know, my thing about it was, even before they got on steroids, there was some bad Mamba Jams.
I mean, that really, literally revitalized the game of baseball at the time. We needed it at the time.
Exactly, we needed it because Mark McGwire, he was a bad boy. He was skinny, but he was doing his motherfucking thing. Barry Bonds, he was skinny, but he was doing his motherfucking thing. Before they got on the juice. They were badasses before they got on the juice.
What was it? Manny Ramirez got caught too. Coco Chris, all them niggas.
They was on it. Like that's like, okay.
But it wasn't against the law. It wasn't. Exactly. It wasn't against the rules.
David Ortiz made the Hall of Fame, and he got caught
against baseball
using, man.
It was against
MLB law. All them niggas from A-Rod to Barry need to be in it, man. But talking about two people that you might think they juicing with the way they be knocking people out, but as of now, they haven't been caught, or tested positive, man. Canelo and Crawford has been official September the 13th, a day after my birthday. They have announced that fight. That's a fight we've been waiting on for, I want to say, 2, maybe 3 years now, Rose. Like, what's your thoughts on this mega boxing fight series?
Give me Crawford, man. They say I've heard basically on the internet, basically people were saying Crawford does one fight a year and he's dodging this fighter and that fight. I'm like, fuck all that. This is a fight we want to see. We want to see Canelo versus Crawford. I like Canelo. He's a strong boxer. I just think Crawford's the better fighter. I think he's going to win that one. And then sidebar is we got Davis versus Roach. So that's
Part
another
2.
one. Part 2. That's going to come up literally a month before. So we're going to have 2 big fights towards the end of the summer, being August and September. So, I mean, but this is probably one of them, probably going to be, if not one of the 2 top fights of the year. This is literally it. This is the one everybody waiting for that we're going to watch. So,
Ain't you the illest nigga in Nebraska? No, that's Clarence Crawford. That ain't Memphis, man. That's Terrence Crawford. So Canelo said, man, I'm about to drop a dime on that nigga. And he said nigga too.
Yeah.
With ER too. Canelo said it. I heard him. Canelo said it. And he said, I'm gonna knock you out, nigger. He said it. I heard him say it. So, but Canelo's much bigger than Crawford. And the way the rules are set up, it's set up in Canelo's favor. So if Crawford wins the fight, it's going to be no doubt in anybody's mind. They can't make him know nothing else. He the baddest man alive.
Undisputed.
Right behind Floyd.
For sure. I mean, for me personally, like you were saying, Canelo being a bigger fighter, I was looking it up once I found out it was official. Apparently, Crawford going to have to move up 2 weight classes for the fight. Originally, when we talked about it, I thought they would try to do a 50-50 split where Crawford moved to 1 weight class and Canelo moved down a weight class so they can meet in the middle. So if Crawford really has to jump 14 pounds, which, to the viewers, to the listeners, like you may not think 14 is a lot, but, for someone who watches boxing, and Rose can say this because he's watching a lot of MMA fights, 14, 15 pounds, that's a lot to add on and maintain your speed. If Crawford can maintain his speed with that 14 pounds, I'm going to be honest, I think he can beat Canelo on the scorecard. I don't think he can knock Canelo out, but I think he can go the distance, and when you watch the fight, you're going to be like, Crawford won. But if you tell me right now someone's going to get knocked out, unfortunately, it's going to be Crawford because, like you said, Rose, Canelo's the bigger fighter, and to be honest, he's also the stronger fighter. I think Crawford's a better boxer.
Because you don't think his technique or his speed's gonna.
I think Crawford has better technique. I think Crawford is faster. But if you asking him to add 14 pounds, and for those who don't understand boxing, just remember when Goku went from Super Saiyan 1 to Super Saiyan 2. Like when you add too much muscle, it makes you slower. So and that's what happens to a lot of these fighters. If you add too much weight, sometimes it can make you slower.
Yeah, so it's so when you're looking at it because Crawford might walk around at 15 pounds at the weight that he's supposed to be fighting at, or even he probably walk around even heavier than that. But as a fighter, and then they don't have no dehydration clause, they don't have no blood test before the fight, they don't have none of that stuff that Floyd used to do or that Tank is doing now. They ain't have none of that. So Canelo said, "This is what I'm gonna do." And Crawford said, this is what everybody wants to see. Because Canelo's not losing nothing. Crawford's the only one got something to lose.
Yeah.
And he took it, and he's getting less than Canelo.
Yeah, unfortunately.
So this is going to be his biggest money fight and his biggest fight of his career. He's 41-0. And Canelo's maybe, I don't know what Canelo is. He's 50-something, 60-something, and 3 or 2 or something
he's
like
only
that.
got a handful of losses, one of them being to Floyd.
But it's going to be an interesting fight. I think that's something that the Normal Black Chair should do something with it, and do a watch party and actually watch this one, because it's going to be one of those fights that it's going to be legendary and historic.
Oh yeah, this is going to be if you like combat sports, this is must watch. And I'm gonna be honest, if I'm Crawford, I would love for him to do this. If I'm Crawford, I'm calling up Floyd and I'm training with Floyd. Yo, you beat this man before. What's some pointers you can give me, man? But either way, these are probably the two best fighters in the sport right now, and we are blessed to be able to see the fight.
Amen.
So, talking about being blessed, the NFL has finally blessed us with the schedule release, man. Yo, it just seems like NFL season has been gone for so long, guys. I cannot wait for us to be firing the grill up and having drinks and watching the Falcons with this new roster dominate, man. But speaking of dominate, let's talk about some of these schedule release videos and some of the opponents on these different schedules and these matchups, man. Because we got some teams that's going to be playing in Brazil again. Of course, they're doing London. We got a couple of German games, and it's a lot of primetime games.
We across the water too.
Do we got one in Paris this year?
I don't think they got a game in Paris, but they're gonna try to do it, man. See, are there any match schedule matchups you see that got you excited? And if you saw a video, was there a video that made you be like, wow?
Yo, so I actually haven't seen them like you were speaking about it before the pod. A lot of previous years where teams actually dropped it on their social medias. Usually you see them, you know, it'd be like, hey, it's a compilation of some of the best ones this season. You know, they do top 5, this and that. Really, what I've been seeing is the strength of schedule release. They literally did the 1 through 15. They said the Giants got the strongest schedule. Bears number 2, Lions number 3, Philly number 4, Dallas number 5, and it goes all the way through. And then there's the holiday shit with the Netflix. So there's those games, and then there's Amazon Prime's whole list of games, and ESPN has a list of games. Every channel has their own. Peacock's got their own, NBC. So I mean, that's a lot of the shit I've been seeing. And that first week, I say that first week is pretty damn good. These first 2-3 weeks, there's some good matchups and some good games, man. Philly's first game is good matchup. Bills, they got a good one too. So it's actually gonna be one of them years where it starts off strong versus like, oh, nah, I'm watching that. Like, nah, it's some good matchups, man.
Yeah, man. The Lions have one of the hardest schedules because they was a first place team. They hadn't won overall seed. But, man, I'm just going to say a game in week 1 I saw that I cannot wait to see, and I hope I'm off of that game. The Ravens and Bills. Rematch from the playoffs. The league MVP against the people's MVP. Lamar and goddamn Josh Allen. I think that game is going to be great. I can't wait to see what the Bills do with some of these draft picks and additions they have. Same thing for the Ravens. Man, as far as like schedule release videos, man, just real quick, man, I saw all of them, all 32. And these was the 5 that I thought was the best, man. The Falcons, they had a Mario Kart little thing where they was driving around, dusting teams to the finish line. And it was interesting to see some of the teams on our schedule. Our schedule is not the hardest, but it's not the weakest. We like closer to the bottom 5 to 8 in terms of the weakest schedule. So let's hopefully, we do our thing. Chargers, they always kill it with their Minecraft. With their schedule release. This year they did a Minecraft, which their Minecraft looked like that of someone of a 30-year-old man who did it. It was so amazing how they did it. The Colts did a Minecraft one too, but theirs looked like a kid did it. But the only reason why I mentioned the Colts, they had to take their video down because they made fun of Tyreek Hill because in the very first one, they had a dolphin and then you heard the sirens go off and it was the Coast Guard because we all know Tyreek Hill and the dolphin had the hill on it. We all know Tyreek Hill got, issues with law enforcement. So that was funny, but I'm sad they took it down. The 49ers had a video game. Like a dude walked into an arcade from like the 80s and 90s, started playing a video game. And as he was just like being a 49er and just going through the town or whatever to rush for gold, he would come through certain stuff like maybe some birds, maybe some cats. And it would be like, hey, here's a pack of Falcons or here's a pack of Eagles. What are you doing? You know how them old video games, they would give you like 4 options. And like some of the options would be funny as hell. Some of them would be like, yeah, you should do this. Hey, definitely check out the 49ers video. That was really, really dope. And the New York Jets probably, I ain't gonna lie, they probably had the best one. They had someone saying, hey, let's have a cartoonist drawing. He sat down and it was this dope ass cartoon drawing basically, where basically he would draw something. And if you ever seen some meta shit where it's like a drawing inside of a drawing, inside of a drawing, inside of a drawing, that's what happened. Like literally he would zoom in and say, inside of this hat is a coin, and inside of that coin is this, and that was the schedule. Like the Jets really did a great job with it, even though they probably gonna suck this year. They won the schedule release. They ain't gonna win the regular season, but they won the schedule release.
The ones I like, the Falcons. I'm not the Falcons, but the Minnesota Vikings.
That was tattoos.
Yeah,
that was dope.
I thought that was pretty dope.
That was really dope.
Because I think that was a real.
Got them tattoos?
I think it was a real person. I think it was a real person that
if
got
the
all
Falcons call you and say we're gonna give you some money, we need you to get a tattoo. You doing it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Jeez.
I don't have any, but they gonna give me some money. It's gonna be worth it because they gonna give me a lot of money. So that one was tight. Jaguars. I like the Jaguars too.
Duval.
Yeah, I liked that one too. They had Ashton Huntley or Henley or something.
Oh yeah. The TikToker they be doing all the physical health and the water videos.
Yeah, so they had him do their schedule. I thought that was pretty neat. And I was like, oh, that was fire. They looked out for their people. Cause I don't even know if he's from there or what.
Yeah, they say he's from there. I looked it up. They say he's from there.
Yeah, so I thought that was dope. I thought that was a good one too. But as far as like we talking about schedules, but the NFL boy, they know what they be doing, boy. So where Aaron Rodgers gonna play at? We got eggs over here. We got eggs over here. East eggs everywhere. First game of the season for the Steelers at the Jets. Come on, man.
Must watch TV.
Come on, man. Oh, prime time at nighttime? Sunday night football? Steelers and the Packers?
There we go.
Hey, I don't know. Like, so it smells fishy.
Remember how we got that Aaron Rodgers versus Brett Favre? You might get that Rodgers versus what's your man in Green Bay now? The quarterback?
Oh, Love. Aaron Love.
Rodgers and Love.
Man, so I don't know, man. So it's but I also want to ask y'all. I know everybody got their teams, but I know my main team, my home team. I see the Falcons going 10-7 this year. So, C's, I know you Carolina fan, Steelers fan. Which one?
No.
Yeah, you is.
No, I'm not a Panthers fan.
Yeah,
No. I'll go to the game.
Keep pounding. So what? So okay, the Steelers. Which team they going?
9-8.
9-8. And
Yeah, that's
Saints,
easy.
Saints, 7.
Y'all be lucky to see 7 wins.
So
I
Vertiz.
know who they gonna beat though.
Man,
I
so
do know who they gonna beat.
Falcons, bro, I ain't gonna lie. I'm confident in the schedule that we got. And I think Michael Penix Jr. is going to have a great season. I love the talent we got. Hey, man, 11-6, man, we're going to win the division. And we're going to be a top 2 seed because I think some of them other seeds are going to probably come back to earth. And the second team, the Ravens, bro, I think Lamar Jackson is going to probably have the number 1 seed in the AFC this year, man.
Just man, you got any predictions on any other teams that you like?
Last 2 years and pissing me off is probably gonna come again. I'll give you one better. Let's say Falcons go 11-11.
The same thing he said.
I say 12-5. Tampa Bay 11-5.
Yeah,
that's that money.
both of them ain't winning that many games.
I hate that shit.
If they both win that many games, that means they 8 outside the division.
Yeah,
I hate that shit.
And that ain't happening because we got to face the NFC East this year. The NFC South faces the NFC
them
East.
Eagles gonna be a hard. Now that Pickens on the Cowboys, that's gonna be hard. And them Commanders with Jaden Daniels, his second season, that's gonna be hard too, man. But hey, man, the NFL schedule got released. That just means that we're closer to the NFL season starting, man.
Do y'all want to go in and do something like preseason picks or anything like that, or y'all want to wait, or you know what I'm saying? But who y'all really feeling for the MVP this year?
Man, if I had to say, bro, I ain't gonna lie, man. I think the MVP, if the Falcons do what I think they can do, man, I think it could be either Michael Penix Jr. or Bijan. And then the other MVP to me was the obvious choice. I think Lamar is gonna come back as good as he was last year, and I feel like he's gonna get the MVP. He should have won last year. It's gonna be like when Jokic won that MVP after Embiid. The people gonna realize, we should have gave it to Lamar.
Yeah, I see. I don't know. I see Jared Goff coming back strong again.
Think so?
It's possible, Detroit.
Yeah. I see Jared Goff going back strong again.
That's gonna be hard because he only lost 2 regular season games, or was it just 1?
Well, they lost I think they lost. Might have lost 3.
Detroit definitely gonna be a contender.
They lost so little games last year. I just don't see Detroit just like you got the Bears. I think they're gonna be better. And I gotta think Jordan Love is going to play better than he did last year. I can't see them winning enough games for him to get MVP.
Okay, so first pick in the fantasy draft.
If you
Not asking you, and not asking you as a Falcons fan too. So take yourself out of it. So
who should be the number 1 pick overall?
I got 2 people, but
to me, I'll be honest. If you watch football, if you watch all the games. Because I watch the NFL games. Bro. I watch all the fucking games. They come on TV. It's only one logical person should be number 1 pick, and that's Bijan Robinson.
I got 2 people.
Because he's one of the most talented running backs. He's going to get way more touches. The second half of the season, they started giving him the ball more. And them last 7 games, he was getting like 2 touchdowns every other game. And if you say Saquon, I just don't like Saquon only because historically, whoever was the best player in fantasy never even finishes top 10 at their position. So I'm just wary of that.
Yeah. Anybody else got any?
Give me Lamar. I'm gonna take if it's available. Give me Lamar, man. Give me Lamar.
He's definitely gonna be available. But it's only 2 players. It's Gibbs and Bijan.
That's you know what? I'm glad you said Gibbs. That. He got the same factor Bijan got. Very talented, and now that Montgomery's going to miss at least the first half of the season, he's going to eat. He's going to have the opportunity to eat.
It's 2 players. If I had the first pick in a fantasy draft, either I'm picking Gibbs or I'm picking Bijan.
And I'm not going to lie, Gibbs probably will fall to you like at 6 or 7. Like he'll probably be there.
Because of dummies. If dummies drafting, yeah.
But these niggas and these quarterbacks, man.
If dummies drafting, yeah.
But you know the thing about a quarterback? A quarterback is the face of a franchise. And you know what the face of the franchise is important in besides the NFL, the NBA. You need somebody that can be the face of your franchise, sell tickets, and take your franchise out of poverty, man. Unfortunately for the NBA lottery, teams like Utah and Sacktown, who thought they had a chance to get that face of the franchise,
Charlotte,
the balls did not fall their way. Instead, the balls fell to the Dallas Mavericks, and they won the Cooper Flag sweepstakes. Now, throughout the whole year, y'all have heard us give different takes on Cooper Flag. Some of us think he's going to be a superstar. Some of us think he's going to be a role player. C's, what do you think about the NBA draft lottery and the Mavs getting the right to draft Cooper Flag? Now, he might, side note, Nico might surprise us and say, I want that nigga Dylan. So we never know.
Which Nico we talking about? The Nico from New York? Or the Nico in Dallas?
The nigga in Dallas. Nico in Dallas.
Nico and nigga in Dallas.
Oh, no, man. Nico said, he said, I ain't going down alone. I'm taking you. And I'm taking Cooper Flag too.
I think they cleared the line with getting Cooper Flag. I think everybody will be shocked if they don't do that shit. It's just, you got the number 1 pick. Everybody thinks he's one of the best player in college. He's got potential to grow. I can definitely see him doing big things in the league. And hey, if he don't go 1, he go 2. Guess who has 2? Guess who's number 2 and guess who's number 14? The Spurs literally got 2 first-round picks. So the Spurs, whoever they draft, they're gonna do their fucking thing.
Okay, so I got a question.
If you Dallas sees, would you trade that pick for a player like Giannis?
That was my question I was about to ask. Cooper Flag for Giannis straight up.
Can I pitch
Yes,
back on that?
I'm doing it. I'm
Okay,
doing it. I'm doing
juice
it.
man,
I'm doing it.
Okay, can I pitch back on that?
Can you?
That's the reason why they got rid of. Like we talked about earlier, it might be.
Answer the question. You trading Cooper Flag for Giannis?
I go back further than that. We go back further than that. The Lakers, who they got?
They got Luka and LeBron.
Thank you. They got rid of their who? They white boy. So who they need now?
Another white boy.
Thank you.
But yeah.
But think how far in advance that is. You see what I'm saying?
That shit was lined up. I think it was lined up. It was lined up.
Thank you.
But yes.
So are you doing that?
I'm doing it.
Are you trading Cooper for Giannis? If you
if I had a choice of those two?
Yeah, you the
Yeah,
man.
I'm picking Giannis all day.
Okay. Yeah, of course I would.
Hell fucking no, man.
Yeah, sure so.
Only
Even a washed up.
if I'm the Spurs, hell yeah. But if I'm the Mavs, we not ready to win. Kyrie's not coming back this year, bro.
He's
and
not?
AD, no, he's not. Bro.
AD,
He tore his ACL or Achilles, and Kyrie is not coming back from that. And if he do, he's not gonna be ready to win a championship.
AD is garbage.
And then you got AD who's always injured. Man, hell nah. Nico draft flag, man. I ain't gonna lie. This right here,
And we gonna see how sorry he is in 5 years.
he might be sorry, man. But we not gonna win shit with Giannis. We gonna win just games, but we ain't gonna do shit in the playoffs, not in the West. But yo, bro, like this just shows you. Me and MJ was talking. The NBA is the worst league at not making itself look rigged. This looks so rigged. Every year a team loses its best player. What happens? They get the number 1 pick. Y'all forget how Cleveland for 4 years got the number 1 pick 3 out of the 4 years. Then
Nobody forgets that.
Then New Orleans traded away Zion. They traded away AD. They got the number 1 pick. Yo, this is crazy work.
And who they pick? A Duke. They said they go transition the game. He's gonna be the next one. And what Zion doing?
He eating himself and paying for porn pussy.
Hey, what Cooper Flag gonna do?
Hey, we don't know what he gonna do.
We already know what we're gonna do.
But
Didn't he get blocked by a white boy in college?
he did get blocked by a
So
white boy.
what's gonna happen in the league?
But hey, we saw a white boy. We
What
saw a
white
white
boy?
boy. We
What
saw a
white
white
boy?
boy in Boston blocking a lot of niggas.
But in the famous words of Juice Man, when you got that much money,
What you supposed to do?
thank you.
But to me, the team I'm most
Not
excited
spitting no horse.
call on whore. The team I'm most excited for is the Spurs, though. They got number 2 pick. You can draft that boy Dylan from Rutgers, man, who's a very talented player, got a full offensive game. Maybe that can help you. Maybe there's another talented player you can draft.
Ace Bailey.
He's very talented. He underperformed, but he's talented. You got Vic. You can have whoever you're going to draft at number 2. You Stephon Castle's probably going to win Rookie of the Year, and then you got De'Aaron Fox. Or you could package that number 2 pick potentially, trade for a player like Giannis, or trade for another star player, and now say, hey, we want to do what the Spurs did in the early 2000s, late 90s, where we had David Robinson and Tim Duncan. We're going to build for now, but we also got our key piece in Vic, because I'm going to be honest, I thought Vic, had he stayed healthy this season, I know everybody may not agree with this, I thought he was going to finish the season as a top 5 player. Dog.
Oh yeah,
Like he was dominated, man. So if he can come back from whatever he had going on, I think Vic in 2 years will already be the best player in the league.
Quick question. You think, let's say this is the scenario I think is going to happen. They're doing number 2 picks, short side. They're going to pick it, whatever. That 14 pick, that's the package deal. They're trading that one.
I think it's going to be both. I think it's going to be, if the Spurs was to choose to trade, they would package the number 2 pick, the number 14 pick, and a couple players like Keldon Johnson and some other role players on the team to get a player like Giannis, man. You know, so I'm excited to see what happens in this NBA draft, man, because of the way the balls fell. Unfortunately for a team like Utah, y'all gonna be sorry again. A team like Washington and Charlotte, y'all gonna be sorry again. It's just crazy that the first 3 picks is gonna go to Dallas, Spurs, and the Sixers, and those are all teams you can make the argument they didn't really need the balls to fall that way, man. Unfortunately, that's life. You get breaks and you get, non-breaks, man. And the player that suffered a big break over the weekend was Jason Tatum when.
Hey man, I ain't get finished.
Oh, my bad.
So you talking about balls dropping? So everybody gonna be teabagging a couple flags. There's gonna be flags on the play. There'll be flags on the play.
It's already been that, man.
Teabag.
Doing that since the announcement, they've been doing that.
No, but he's gonna have a good career. Cause I couldn't finish without saying he's gonna have a good career. But just watching him play against the doggone Houston, or not Houston, but the Houston in the playoffs in the Final Four.
He ain't ready.
None of the players that play for Houston are NBA players.
He ain't ready.
And he melted. From somebody that watched the game from front to finish and watched some other games that he played, he melted. And so I hope he does well. Just because there's never been the last American-born white player that's been drafted number 1. Can y'all even tell me who that was?
Larry Bird.
Jerry West?
No, it wasn't Larry Bird. It's further up than that.
Okay.
Because Larry Bird didn't get drafted number one. Remember, Matt Johnson did.
No, he did.
Matt Johnson did.
No, he got drafted the year before. A lot of people don't know that.
That don't count because he didn't play.
Yeah. American?
Yeah.
Jerry West?
Man,
I ain't that far back.
I'm gonna say this name and I'm gonna let you just tell us, man. JJ
who?
Reddit, the Lakers coach. The Lakers coach, and we're gonna be lost.
Are you serious?
Tell
Tell me that's not it.
me,
Rose. DJ Rose, tell me that's not it. That's not who it is.
Now, I doubt it's him, man, but I don't know, bro.
That's funny. He said JJ Reddit, but nah, it was. But tell you the truth, I had the name in my head, but y'all just made me laugh so hard. I can't even think of it right now. But yeah, it wasn't none of those people.
Was it 90s or 2000s? Just curious.
I want to say it was the 90s.
90s? Okay,
And
it might be.
It wasn't Christian Laettner.
And it was. It might have
It
been.
might have been Christian Laettner. I want to say it might have been Christian Laettner.
Yeah, because I think he went before Shaq.
It might have been Christian Laettner, but if anybody can look it up right now, but there's never been one. There hasn't been one done in 20 or 30 years.
Yeah, that's the last time he was great.
Yeah. So if anybody can look it up real quick, or any of our audience that want to text us or anything like that, just let us know and we'll follow up with it on the next topic.
Yeah, man. But talking about good to great white players, man. You know, Boston got a couple, and Pritchard and that white boy that was blocking shots. That Rose told me
is Elton Brand white?
No.
It ain't him then.
That Rose said he bet on Prize Picks and kept felling him, man. We're in the middle. We're near in the next round of the NBA playoffs, man. It's a lot of great matchups going on, man. Hopefully the Knicks can stave off the Celtics now that Jason Tatum is injured, and we get to get the Knicks and Pacers.
So before we move on, it's worse. Nigga, it's worse. Andrew Bogut.
Who?
He wasn't American born.
Oh, he's okay. Yeah, but that white boy. As far as white boys, Andrew Bogut, 2005.
But hopefully we get the Knicks and Pacers in the East Conference Finals, man. And it's funny because before both series got away from the opposite teams, TTK was making a joke saying, "Yo, man, if they do that, man, all they're gonna do is just basically reminisce over the history of that rivalry, man." And I'm for it. I'm here for it, man. I'm here to see you bring Reggie, Mark Jackson, all them old Pacers. I'm here to see you bring Ewing, John Stocks, and all them old Knicks, and have them courtside. Get my boy Melo at a game. Shit. They just had him already started at a game recently. Yeah, get all these people and let's have that old Knicks Pacers rivalry. They played last year in the playoffs, and last year in the playoffs, what we had damn, that's crazy, man. Rose just showed me was Chet.
No, it's Kent Benson.
Kent Benson?
It's been 45 years. That was longer than I thought.
Chet didn't go number one? Okay, that's crazy. But yeah, so like that Knicks Pacers rivalry, man, last year they had a great little playoff matchup, man. So it'll be good to see what happens this year in the playoffs. And that was with the Knicks being hurt. So hopefully we get a good matchup there. Ant-Man and them boys made it to the next round. So tonight, man, we got the Nuggets and Thunder facing, man. If the Thunder can finish it off, we get to see the two future faces of the league, Shea and Ant, face off in the West Conference Finals. And I'm telling you, man, I feel like if the Thunder beat the Nuggets, in terms of being a pure basketball fan, a pure sports fan, to me, this would be the best conference championship we'll have, because we'll have 4 teams that have the key players have not won a championship.
That's right.
And we're guaranteed to see a new face host the trophy. Hey man, it's great to be a basketball fan, man. This summer's finna be dope.
Man,
hey, Knicks tape. I said Knicks in 5. I was wrong, but that Tatum getting hurt motivate them to get that shit finished. I still stick with it. It's Pacers, Knicks in the East, and then West. I'm rolling with the Thunder, and they got to face off with T-Wolves, man. That's It just goes to show you how competitive this shit really is. It's like you write people off early, goes to show you tenacity is just like, hey, it's back and forth. And like right now going on, hey, it's a close game. It's 54-46. It's a back and forth game. It's probably gonna push the game 7. I'm gonna be honest. It's probably gonna push.
I hope it does, but it's OKC taking the boys home tonight.
But yeah, I think we all
they leaving the boys at home.
I think we all in agreement what's gonna play off it. But yeah, Knicks, man. Knicks Pacers. Give me the Knicks, man. Give me the Knicks, bro. It's Knicks tape, man.
Okay, so you know if the Knicks play the Pacers, the Knicks gonna lose again, just like in the 90s.
Nah.
Hey, watch the team. Shout out to MGH. You can ask him 2 weeks ago. I said, don't be surprised who my dark horse is. He said, who your dark horse? I said, the Pacers.
Yeah, you said it on the pod too.
So
Knicks tape, man.
so they made it to the conference
It's
finals.
too clutch.
They beat the second best player in the world first, and Giannis. Then they beat the number 1 squad in the whole league, the Cleveland Cavaliers, and both them teams only won 2 games. Both them teams combined only won 2 games, and the games wasn't even close.
I hate to say it.
Hey, the Patriots are going to.
I'm Knicks all day.
The Patriots, I would hope the Knicks go, but why would you want to go see the Knicks get beat up by OKC?
What do you mean? Timberwolves.
They'll get beat up by the Timberwolves too.
Ant-Man. I like Ant-Man. I want Ant-Man to win it all.
No, but they're not beating OKC. They're not beating OKC. Timberwolves not. After watching them play the guys from the YMCA last night, and the guys from the YMCA stuck with them until the third quarter. Hey, no, they're not.
So you saying
OKC and 6.
So you saying you vote for the you vote for everything. Young boys over everything.
OKC and 6.
Young boys run the league.
Yeah. The YNs run.
Yeah, but OKC ain't got no YNs on their team.
Huh?
OKC ain't got no YNs on their team. They
They
got gentlemen.
Young players.
They got young gentlemen in their own
players.
and they got adults and young gentlemen. They ain't got no ignorant people on their team.
So the gentlemen are going to be.
Yes. And I see the Pacers in 6, OKC in 6, and then I got OKC beating the Pacers in 5.
There we go.
Yeah, I agree with Rose, man. I feel like if it is the Thunder and the T-Wolves, it's going to be the Thunder, just for the simple fact that the Thunder has been the best defensive team all year. The T-Wolves is a top 5 defensive team, but the difference is that we saw it last night. The T-Wolves just can't score. Outside of Ant-Man, they just can't score, whereas the Thunder, they got a slew of options on offense, and I just feel like that's going to be the difference at the end of the day.
Because at one point we watching the game, it's like, why is Golden State still in it? Even though they were probably down by 8 or 7 or 9, but they didn't get down by 20 until the fourth quarter. And they kept staying alive, and Jimmy wasn't doing nothing. Shout out to C's, man. C's been saying Jimmy ain't that guy all season long, and I've been trying to cape and cap for this guy.
It ain't the same Jimmy, man. He just
man, it's the same Jimmy. It's the same one.
So you saying the same Jimmy was trash? Is what you saying?
Yeah, he was getting lucky.
I was being nice.
The mechanic.
I was just being nice, bro.
The mechanic. He was getting lucky. Every time he put a part on, he was like, "Oh, it worked." But man, shout out to you because you said it. I was like, man, they looking good, man. Yeah, man.
It's like I told you, I don't trust Jimmy, man. He just ain't the same, man.
Like, man, he spunk up the place the last 2 games. How your best player hurt? You supposed to be robbing. Oh yeah, as long as we got Batman, and then, he's a dick rider.
And then we can't blame Drummond because Drummond surprised me. I was like, you go ahead and retire. I was like, go ahead and do your podcast. Go ahead and retire. Nah, Drummond stepped up.
He was actually balling. And a shout to him. He the only one in the league that don't dye his beard. And don't dye his hair.
Yeah,
shout out to Draymond.
He don't, man.
Shout out to Draymond.
That nigga looks so much older than what he actually is. That nigga's only like 30-something, bro.
That's somebody. So for teasing, man, how many YMC players did Golden State put on the floor yesterday?
Shit, man, the whole team was YMC and played except for like 2.
Hey, did
Draymond and Jimmy?
Was the assistant coach balling? Was he balling?
Yeah, I mean, he got some buckets. The assistant coach got some buckets, bro. That little white boy. He made a layup and a shot, man. It was sad to watch that shit.
I was like, oh, what they said, Adam Sandler. I said, what is
He
that? Adam
said
Sandler?
that during the game, bro. When that nigga got a little up and under layup, he said, "Oh, that's what I'm talking about, Adam Sandler." It was bad. It was bad to watch.
And Minnesota was allowing them guys to do this at home. But yeah, so that's why I don't have any. Now, if Ant-Man want to become the guy, he got to do it.
He said
This is it.
He says he
Ain't no more excuses. They're back to back, but check it. Minnesota went back to back, and the Pacers went back to back, and they both go lose back to back.
Damn, I agree though. So
No. The Pacers go get it, but Pacers go get it.
Man, Knicks tape, man.
But they gonna lose. They gonna lose in the finals.
Man, give me Knicks tape, bro.
So I heard Tony Kornheiser say. He said the Pacers. He said, when I think of the Pacers, I think of Reggie Miller.
That right.
And I'm like, yeah, me too. I'm like, how in the world the Pacers go back to back Eastern Conference Finals with all these teams and everybody?
They shoot it.
I hate to say it, man. You know, Tyrese Halliburton just doesn't get the credit he deserves. He's a lot better player than we think. But overall, that team is just deep. Like that team is just
they have depth.
Full of just a lot of good players.
I keep hearing all this deep Tyler Halliburton, but it's one reason. It's one white man.
One white boy.
The coach. Championship pedigree.
That's what
Rick Carlisle. Yeah, you know what? I'm glad you brought his name up. When we don't talk about him in terms of current coaches in the league, that is elite, man. He's an elite coach.
Hey, I'll say
He's the reason why they keep going to they went into the play-in against the Lakers. Not the play-in, but the in-season tournament against the Lakers a couple years back. Back-to-back conference finals. You know what I'm saying? He's made for this. You know what I'm saying? He's the reason why they're so good. And they got all these players that you have no idea who they are, and they putting in work because of him.
Coaches that have Carl in their name. Coaches that have Carl in their name are good. That's all I'm saying. George Carlisle. I'm just saying, yeah. Carl. That might be the thing.
Guess what? I'm not wearing Indiana.
Why would you? You from Indiana?
No.
So why would you do that?
Mike Epps. That's Mike Epps shit. That's some shit Mike Epps should do.
Yeah, shout out to Mike Epps though.
Yeah, they say he the king there.
He bought the block.
Yeah, exactly.
Literally.
That's how you do it.
Yeah, that's it's playoffs. It's good. We're back. NBA back. I'll say that.
Yeah, so check it, man. So this is the first time we did this, man. We might start doing this, but we want to flip it up a little bit, man. But man, shout out to everybody here, man. So it all happened in the week, man. But any final thoughts on sports this week?
Man, in terms of just sports overall, man, it's been a crazy, interesting week in sports, man. So I'm just looking forward to see the rest of these NBA playoffs. And once again, I just cannot wait to see the NFL start back up, man.
Yeah, man, WNBA kicking off. It's a lot of news out there about Deja Kelly. Literally saved the Aces, saved them, balled on them bitches. Still got waived. They waived her. She got dropped. A lot of people got a lot of shit to say about that. So it's interesting to see how good the Aces are going to be. And then, hey, man, the Knicks, man. Knicks balling. As much shit I talked a lot of shit about Cat. He's better than I said he was. I'm willing to admit it. Yes, this is me saying, yes, nigga, I'm sorry I talk shit. You've been balling lately, nigga. And the Knicks finally playing at a level where it's like, hey, these niggas might be back. But I agree. It's a lot of this shit could go either way, dog. Like this is the time. If you say you're the face of the NBA, this is the fucking time to prove it. Ball out. Just do it. Get us to watch the game. We want to watch it. Get us to watch it.
I feel you said just do it, but man, the face of the league, man, he signed to Adidas. You know what I'm saying? True. Last time I checked.
Go Knicks.
And it was an Everybody Rakim. Peace.
Man, y'all can catch us in traffic, man. Y'all can catch us at the next light. We in traffic. And I'm back quiet. Mr. DJ Rose, Verkeezy, and C's, welcome you to the No More Black Tears podcast.
Black tears that's heaven sent. Barack the first black president. I love my black skin. I love walking in black excellence. Black power, let's represent. All black, that's evident. I'm sure MLK and Malcolm X both didn't die for the hell of it. Strap a seatbelt, go and settle land. What makes you think that we would sell our land? We wouldn't sell out now. What makes you think that we would go ahead and try to sell out then? No more black tears, black on black kids. Love us as is, love with passion. Paying black bills, learning black skills, making black meals. Black is backing. Big shout out to Fred Hampton. I'm black and proud like I'm James Brown, but I ain't doing no acting. My people here from the motherland. This podcast now active.